Ready to rip. 479. Good luck, everybody. Todd, we prefer to say it's like opening packs of cards. Okay. What are you looking at me like that for?
I don't have chat up, so I don't know what was said.
Well, then don't give me a look unless you know.
I'm just trying to imagine what could have been said, you know? But...
Todd mentioned something like this is similar to a property in which you roll objects such as these. Miles Jack, Brian Dawkins, Traquan Smith, a disco Peyton Manning for Indy and Brett, and a Raekwon Davis base. Peyton Manning. Not for you, Brett, other Brett. I think the closest we get to a casino is probably a Zion Williamson RJ Barrett randomization. That's probably the closest that we get.
Yeah, that would have got my heart going a little more than a casino normally does.
That's like being so... that's like quadrupling down on the blackjack table and then, boom or bust. Baker Mayfield, Tyrell Williams, Aaron Rodgers, a disco Marlon Davidson, hauling ass there for Atlanta and Nick, and a Justin Jefferson base for Lauren. JJ has been a big part of the show recently.
That's a great pack. One, because of Justin Jefferson, but two, I love seeing
you love those linemen.
Rookies.
You love those. Kalen Ballage, Akeem Hicks, Christian Kirk, a blue disco Carlos Dunlap, and a James Morgan base. Dunlap going to Cincy and Todd.
Dunlap got paid this offseason.
He sure did. Sure. He sure did. He's a vet. And Jets is Rich.
Who knows? Maybe James Morgan, Jets QB of the future. Let's see what he's got.
It's certainly not possible, I don't think. TJ Watt, Michael Gallup, Harrison Smith, a disco Darius Leonard Unstoppable, and a Jerry Jeudy base for Denver and Brett. New Brett. That doesn't mean you're old Brett. Old Brett. Hummin'. Sam Darnold, Malcolm Butler, a Disco Brilliance, Tyler Lockett, and our black and white.
Oh boy.
Justin Jefferson! Oh mama, we hit the base and we cook with the black and white.
And to think what's
monster hit.
What's coming in this draft? Justin Jefferson with a monster year this past year. Wasn't even the number one receiver on his team the year before he was drafted. That was Jamar Chase, and with him coming out, I'm seeing a lot of people saying maybe the third pick to the Dolphins. I wouldn't love that as a Bills fan, but I think he's going to be a monster.
Hey, we're not that far off from 2021 Prizm draft picks, Saute. We're going to start seeing some of those faces soon. Anthony Jennings, base for the Patriots, and Michael. What a beauty on the JJ. Black and white. Phillip Rivers, Dexter Lawrence, Greg Zuerlein, a red. Woo! Ayuk. Red out of 50. Are we toasty or are we toasty?
We are toasty. And that, another just beautiful looking card.
Give me a price tag on this one, will you, Saute? I want to know.
Working on that.
I want to know if we should use the heavy plastic. Allaire base for Andrew. By the way, both those Justin Jefferson and Ayuk hits are going to Lauren. So congratulations to Lauren.
You said that's out of 50?
It is. The red. Allaire base. Nice hit for Andrew. Joe, I think we are magging that Ayuk. That's a beauty.
I was just about to say, I think we're going to want to mag that. I mean,
Out of 50?
Just went for 100.
Oh, baby. Oh, meg it up.
They were a little higher on him
Meg it up.
a couple months ago. He was going for like 125, 113. But I think you got to mag that.
Mag that. Mag tag. We're not mag shy here at BreakTraders.
We are not. I think we mag anything.
I think we mag the most. Tell me somebody that mags more. All right. Marlon Humphrey, Travis Kelce, Teddy Bridgewater, and Emergent Disco, Jacob Eason. Boy, are we hot. Disco, Eason, Indy, and Brett again. After hitting the Peyton Manning, we'll move things around so that we can see a couple Colts QBs hanging out together on the featured cards. And an Antonio Gandy golden base for Lauren, who is hitting nicely. Josh Allen, Adrian Peterson, Bobby Wagner, Fireworks Disco, Tre'Davious White, another Jalen Hurts. Another Jalen Hurts for Andrew this time. Wow. We're not even halfway through this thing.
No, we are cooking with gas right now.
Senior Hood, we've got about 100 on that Ayuk, right, Sate? 100?
Yeah, 100 was the most recent, but we saw some up to like 125 about a month or two ago.
Yeah, it's a good time to invest in football in the offseason. Devontae Parker, Max Crosby, Tyler Lockett, a Disco, Golden Tate for the Giants, and Jason, and another Ayuk. This time it is the base. Lauren crushing.
And we haven't even got into the black and white or the auto on this one.
Brett, I don't even know what Brett's talking about. No, we haven't seen.
We
did get the black and white.
Sorry.
No auto yet. Deontay Johnson, Kyle Fuller, Delvin Cook, a Disco, Kenny G. Kenny Galladay Disco for the Lions in this one, and Nick and a Ross Blacklock base for Houston.
Another thick boy right there.
And Nick as well for Houston. Big boy cometh. Mr. CEO, the absolute listing needs to be updated as we opened our delivery today and saw that absolute. It is very much in-house. We've got limited quantity of absolute in-house. There's one break posted with 10 spots. And there is a couple boxes of personals in stock. All right, halfway through this one. God, it felt like we were. I mean, that is halfway. That's a good featured card section. Teddy Bruschi, Justin Simmons, Cortland Sutton, Hype, a Disco, All-Out Tyreek Hill, and another Jake Fromm. I think we've got a good trend with who's showing up in these boxes, which tends to happen. With Prizm No Huddle Saute. Start seeing some similar players across breaks.
Yeah, we might need a bigger featured card section if these packs keep ripping the way they are.
I think it's expanding rapidly. T.Y. Hilton, we got a purple in here. Brandon Graham, Jared Goff. Our purple is a Jared Cook, who just relocated, and a Kyle Duggar base at the end of that one. Jared Cook, this one for the Saints, and Jason. Kyle Duggar, multiple appearances so far, going to Michael.
Yeah, fun fact about Kyle Duggar, he was like 24 years old as a rookie this past year.
Yeah, that is weird.
I think it's because he was in Germany at Leonard Ryan University.
Miles Boykin, Derek Carr, Keith Brooking, a Brilliance Disco, Julio Jones, and a Joshua Kelly base. Similar players right now. Atlanta is Nick. Joshua Kelly going to Daniel. Are we going to see another Herbie again? What are we going to see with our auto? We still got 5 more packs to go here. Similar players, I'm telling you. Josh Allen, I think we got our auto coming here, Saute. Anthony Miller, Kyle Juszczyk, it is a Steeler. A Steeler. This is going to Brett, who's already been hitting. It is Anthony McFarland. And we got a Chase Young base right after that.
I was getting fired up for that auto once I saw it was the Steelers. Not the best Steeler to hit right there, but not a bad one. Look
not a bad one at all. He showed some life. No doubt about it.
Sure did. And I was wrong about Kyle Duggar. For some reason, I thought Leonard Ryan was in Germany. It was not. It's in North Carolina. So that's
way off on that one.
A Saute screw up right there.
Yeah, I think McFarland's the heir apparent. I think that's what's happening in Pittsburgh. I hope for Claypool too, Brett, but you never know. McFarland could come in like a boss. He showed some signs. That's for sure. Ken Anderson, Antonio Gates, another red coming up here. It is Teddy Bruschi and Igbenogany base for that. Bruschi's going to Michael, who's got some Patriots pulls. Igbenogany going to Lucas. I'm telling you, Saute, we're getting the same players. Same players. We might have a Herbie coming. I don't know. Mike Gesicki, Kevin Byard, Devontae Adams, an Emergent Disco, DeAndre Swift for Detroit and Nick, and a Christian Fulton base for Tennessee and Jason. I don't want to, speak crazy like that. I'm just saying. I think over these 4 boxes, we're going to have a couple Herbies based on the way things are going.
Yeah, I don't doubt you at all. You're the expert here.
I am the resident expert. Is that right?
I would say
wow,
so.
Okay. All right. I'll take that. Here we go. Devin Bush, Darius Slayton, a Larry Fitzgerald, a Disco, Russell Wilson for Seattle, and Scott, and a Denzel Mims. I'm telling you. You seeing this, Saute?
I'm seeing it. We got
a lot of familiars here. That's Rich getting that Mimsy.
Last pack. Let's see. Is that the last pack? It looks like it. Let's see.
One more pack. And
yeah, I think
we've seen Eason. We've seen Hurts. We've seen Young. We've seen Jefferson in both boxes. Yep. I think. Did we see Jefferson in both?
I believe so.
I think so. Willie McGinnis, Sammy Watkins, Anthony Barr, a blue Disco, Mike Evans, very nice hit for Lucas and Tampa Bay, and an Epinesa base. No Herbie in that one, unfortunately. I really thought we had so many similar players in that one.
Yeah, it was basically very similar down to the last card pulled with Epinesa.
We're just going to have to keep plugging away and hope it's the next one. Mike Evans, blue out of 79. Denzel Mims base. Teddy Bruschi, red out of 50. Kelly base. Julio Jones, Brilliance Disco. Purple, Jared Cook out of 35. Drake Fromm base. Hype Disco. Cortland Sutton. Kenny Galladay Disco. Brandon Ayuk base. Golden Tate, blue out of 79. Gandy Golden base. Allaire base. Tyler Lockett, Brilliance Disco. Jerry Jeudy base. James Morgan base. Carlos Dunlap, blue out of 79. And a Marlon Davidson Disco RC. And our big boys. All right. DeAndre Swift, Emergent Disco. Russell Wilson Disco. Chase Young base. Jacob Eason Emergent Disco. And Peyton Manning Disco. Jalen Hurts base. Anthony McFarland Auto. Justin Jefferson base. And the Justin Jefferson black and white. And the Brandon Ayuk red out of 50. Look at those pretty ladies lined up in a row.
Those are some sexy receivers back to back. Sexy cards right there.
truly sexy. If you are enjoying the